Hello, guys, how are you? I hope you are having a good day or a good night whenever you're watching this. So, we are going to finish this scroll today, and we are finally going to be over with this project. This beautiful, beautiful art piece that I have made. I am so proud of it. Right now, I just chose the background for this girl, so I'm kind of trying to do a better video than I've been doing before because no one is really interested. So, yeah, so I tried to give shadows here, but I picked up a whole another shade and I'm just playing with that shade because it is just making the dress so, gradient. I think the term is gradient. And I love those kinds of dresses. And now I just put that shade on some more, and then this beautiful color just turned out, and now the dress with the older color just looks so dull. So I just want the newer color now. I cannot. So I got the newer color and now I've changed the dress's color, and now I am trying to give shadows here. I'm just trying to use my brain on where the light is coming and where the light is going and how the light is going to affect it, because on which parts shadows will come. It is really important to know where the light is coming from, because the shadows always are made from the opposite direction of the light. So whenever light is not there, it kind of makes a shadow through where the light actually is. That's literally a shadow, and it makes every single art piece better if you add a shadow to it, because shadow makes the dress more realistic, makes the face more realistic, just makes everything more realistic. Not that realistic is just the better type of art. Of course, every single other art is better, but I personally feel like shadows just give some kind of new vibe to the drawing, and I really, really love that vibe. And I kind of forgot to color this part into the new shade, so I just put it in the shadows like it's going to give a shadow anyway. I think that I should have given a darker shadow, but I also think that I shouldn't have, because a darker shadow would not really suit it, because I don't really know the definite place that I'm supposed to give a shadow in. That's why I'm just scribbling all over, and I'm going to blur that scribbles later, because instead of having no shadows, I might as well just have a really, really blurred shadow with the lines, so it may give a little contrast to the dress. So I am doing these lines and I'm just using my brain. It's just like you just have to use your brain into it. No one can teach you this, because light comes from very different angles and you need to learn yourself. Like if you're standing in the sun, observe where the shadow is going, where your shadow is going, where other person's shadowing is going. That observing of real life can always improve your art. You wouldn't even need tutorials if you watch the real life, if you watch everything around you, if you observe everything around you, and calculate how much you can use it in your drawings. Because real life is drawing, like drawing is kind of real life. Like someone thought of something one day and, oh, I just want to see that in front of me, and then they drew their imagination. And we cannot imagine something that we didn't see before or we don't know before at all. We cannot imagine a new color. So it's all about the real life. You've seen somewhere in real life, and always, if you're a beginner, take references. Like if you saw the part 1 and part 2, you might have seen that this was actually a reference photo, and I'm just taking that photo, and I'm just so surprised myself on how beautiful I made her look. I'm working on the dress. Dress is the last part because I don't know how to make the dress, but I'm just so glad that I made this. So, I kind of made a mistake by giving the shadow too much of a darker shade, and I shouldn't have done this. I really said before that maybe I should have made the shadow darker, but this is where I regretted it. I shouldn't have made the shadow darker, and that was just the perfect shade I picked, and I messed up. So now I am trying to make it into the color that it was before. So I've taken it multiply. It's normal now, and then the upper layer is darkened, and I'm just undoing everything, and now we have a lighter shade in our vicinity. Now we have got that lighter shade, and now everything is back to normal. The reason why I did her dress so shimmery and glimmery is that I feel like I need to hide my mistakes that I've done in this, and I've probably done a lot of mistakes. The shadows didn't really fit right through, so I just added glimmer to hide those kinds of mistakes of mine. So if glitter and all that shiny things is not your type, then don't do it, because I think you might be doing better by just giving the normal shadows there too, and you can slow this video down by going in the YouTube settings, and you can watch in peace. I just fastened it, I just speeded it so much because I didn't want to waste your time, in case you're just looking here for fun and not really doing an art project or making a digital drawing of a girl and doing Vexel Art. So if you're not doing that, then this is not going to waste much of your time. Just 9 minutes and 26 seconds and it will be all over. I'm not at the end of the video yet, so I really don't know the length of this video because I didn't finish editing. So I'm just trying to add the colors in the background because the background didn't fit right, and I was not really satisfied with the background. You can choose your background by yourself, of course. If you're satisfied with your background, then it is totally great and it is totally amazing. But I'm not satisfied with my background. So I feel like I did a lot of mistakes here too. So I'm just again going to add a lot of glimmer shimmer into it. I just feel like I need to add a lot of glitter to hide my mistakes. So I'm just like stroking it down, like adding as much as glitter into it, but that really doesn't satisfy me. So I added the stars. Yes, these are the stars. Like, those stars in the anime, that night sky? Yep, these are it. And these are just so beautiful. Like, no matter what you put them on, they just slay it so much. Yes, this is the final piece. I kind of like closed the pink and the purple shadings that I gave to the background and just put it simple black and put the same stars onto it in case you don't understand how it happened. So I just put like the same stars onto here in bluish greenish shade. So it created this beautiful background, and obviously shimmer glimmer hides everything. So all the best. Bye bye.